that's the subject. But
one hitter quitter.
check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. We are here. This is the Live and Level Gamers Podcast 2023. The whole crew. We have the missing item, the missing person, the MIA himself, Mr. Cape on 20. First time in the new year hearing your voice on the podcast. How have you been, my friend?
Man, I've been missing it, bro. I'll be straight honest with you. I've been missing the podcast. I've been missing my time with the homies. So I am happy. I've been excited all day for this podcast. So I am absolutely ready to get into this, man, because I've been missing the my time to chop it up with my homies. So I'm down.
All right, Mr. Norris, what's up, bro? We was here holding down the fort last week. What are we talking about? That we ready to cancel these white knights?
Man.
Man, I wish I could have been here for that conversation. But yeah,
I know you do.
Hey,
I know you do.
I'm gonna continue some of that. It was something Mr. T said. I watched a video of Mr. T. Shout out to Mr. T. Yeah, so he had a good video that kind of sparked one of the subjects I want to have on tonight. He called it switch fatigue. I called it switched out. So I may, cause I want to pick on some of the things he was talking about, and I agree with him. But yeah, man, welcome to the show. We are here, and we're going to be talking about most anticipated games of 2023. You know what I'm looking for. It's right there on the front. K-Bon, what you looking for? You want that Xbox Starfield, K-Bon?
Man, you already know how to do that Starfield, bro. You already know what's good.
So if y'all live in the comment section, man, go ahead and sound off. We are here. So let me do this right quick. So welcome to the show, man. Welcome, y'all. So, K-Bum, since you've been absent for a minute, man, how has the new year treated you so far?
It's been cool. It's been cool. I mean, it's the best way to describe it. Just get into this new year, man, and just I'm happy to be here. Happy to have everything I have at this moment. There are some big things I'm looking at doing for 2023. And so I'm excited and looking forward to that. But yeah, man, it's just it's going good, man. Got my family, got my health, job doing good. They're trying to give me got some big things going on there. Trying to get some promotions and stuff like that, man. So it's a good 12 days. Right, we got a little bit more to go, but it's a good 12 days.
Okay, Mr. Norris, man, we chopped it up last week because we already talked about how the New Year's started off for us, but how you been these last weeks since we talked, man?
Man, I've been pretty good. I got my test coming up on the 31st, praying that I don't have to push it back. But if I got to do what I got to do, I will do what I got to do.
All right.
And yabba dabba do.
Well, I definitely keep you in the prayers, man, that don't get pushed back on. You can go ahead and knock that out, and I pray that for your success on that, man. Definitely.
I appreciate it.
But yeah, man, I'm just happy to be here, bro. It's the whole crew. The whole crew, y'all. The whole crew is here.
The whole funk. Nothing but the funk.
The whole crew. So anyway, I need y'all to sign off in the comment section. I need to know who here. I want to know where you at. Hey, where you at, man? Let us know. And send this out, man. We need folks here. Go ahead and start blasting this on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. We need y'all butts in seats listening to the podcast on tonight. We got a lot set up for y'all. But you know what we do. We gonna get into our what you been gaming on. So let's go. You know what time it is. It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? What you been gaming on? been gaming on? What you been gaming on? What you been gaming on? What you been gaming on? Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on. All right, so Keith, you know, me and you ain't gonna, we won't take up as much time as this guy. So we gonna let K-Bum come first, get him on out the way. But I'm pretty sure he got a plethora of titles to roll off. So go ahead, K-Bum. Go upstairs. No, y'all not playing. y'all, hold on. Let me give myself a slap yourself. I thought I shut that door. Stay here. Y'all are not playing no games tonight, boo-boo. It's almost time to go to bed. Well, you better go upstairs. Anyway, go ahead, K-Bum.
Okay, you out.
Daddy
so
move.
What I see what I've been gaming on. So I've actually went back into this game and gave it another try. I was having some issues when
Breath of the
they
Wild.
first.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
You gonna let me have my moment, or we going?
I thought you were talking about Breath of the Wild.
Went back into this game, gave it another try because I got frustrated at it because people didn't know how to play the game, so I got frustrated at it and I put it down for a little minute. But I'm back.
God of War.
And I got back into the Overwatch 2 again. So
okay.
I've been playing that pretty heavily.
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
He said Overwatch
2.
Yeah.
So I realized that, part of it wasn't that the people couldn't play. Well, 55-60% of it was they couldn't play. And the other 40% is that, I was being overly aggressive with my tank character. And I wasn't understanding my positioning and where my healers were. And so I'm actually improved my tank skills. And so I've gotten better and I play healer more now because I feel like I have a bigger impact on the match if I play healer. So I've been doing that and enjoying myself with that. I've also picked up with the homies, not everybody, but I got most of the people to get the game. The new game that I've been playing, I don't know if I don't think I was playing it last time we talked, but it's FIFA 23. So I got the homies. We're back. We're back at it. Yeah, man. I get an in on FIFA, bro.
Okay.
I get an in on FIFA. Don't get it twisted now. And so the homies, and again, it's the whole thing that I can play with my boys. And so we've been playing FIFA 23. That's been legit. Having plenty fun doing that. Still playing a little bit of 2K when I get a chance. Make sure I get to those level 40 thresholds for each season. So I've been playing a little bit of that. I haven't really got back into Warzone 2. I just think it's just not a good game. My buddies also agreed that Warzone is not a good game. So Modern Warfare 2, I guess it was what it is, the base game, and they took a step back with this one. I really have to say that. So I really haven't played it that much, and I really haven't played God of War Ragnarok in a good little minute because I've been spending a lot of time on my multiplayers. The 2Ks, the Overwatch, the FIFA, that I haven't really given any time for God of War. I try to jump back into it, but usually it's when I'm done playing with the homies, and I try to jump into it, and it's usually too late at night to kind of get into it, and so I kind of just put it to the side. So I still got to get into it. I probably don't forgot all my combos, all my moves. So when I get back into it, I'm gonna be rusty. Got to get my skills back to where they were, and then continue the story because I've been enjoying it so far. So that's what I've been gaming on.
Okay. K-Bum 20. You could have wrapped that up about 2 minutes ago, but anyway.
Straight hater.
Nah, I gotta stop doing you like that, bro. Let me give myself I'll slap myself on that. K-Bum, I'm not right. 2023, I'm turning the new leaf. I will not. I will not do that. Well, slap yourself for not giving me any credit.
No credit.
Anyway, Keith, man, come on through here. What you been gaming on, bro?
Thing, man. I did turn on God of War today, but I did not have time to play it. I was quite busy. I haven't been playing anything at all, but I do plan on finishing that game soon. It's time is of the essence, man. I don't have a lot of time on my hands right now, but I will eventually, and hopefully with some of these most anticipated games that we got coming out, I have a lot more to say this year. So
Okay. I'm just gonna come on right through the same path you done opened up and say I ain't played on a thing. not nothing. Anyway, I haven't had time, people. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't turned on my PlayStation since I beat God of War. So that was literally right before Christmas. The weekend before Christmas is the last time I turned on the 5. Now I get a Switch. I get to Switch this. We've been playing some Switch, but it's mostly with my girls and stuff like that. Right now I'm waiting on that Tears of the Kingdom. But I haven't played anything, so I apologize if that disappoints all those that may be listening and tuning in. So with that being said, we can just move on to the next state of subject. So we got a few topics on the horizon tonight. Our main subject tonight is most anticipated games of 2023. We want to see what's coming out, and we want to see what we're going to be spending our hard-earned cash and GameFly reserves on. So also what we're going to be talking about is Ubisoft's struggles. I don't know what's going on with old Ubisoft, but I heard they canceled like 3 games and over projected on some other sales. Sparks of the Kingdom. Mario couldn't even say. Ain't that a shame? Mario couldn't even do Ubisoft any help. He couldn't do nothing for Ubisoft. So we're gonna talk about that, and then I want to send a shout out again to Mr. T. I happened to check out one of his videos. I hadn't checked out one of Mr. T's videos out in a long time. So it was like, when it came on my feed, I was like, oh, that's Mr. T. So I checked it out. And it was an old video, about 3 months old, where he said Switch fatigue. And it sparked the topic, switched out. I'm kind of burnt out with the Switch. So where we want to start first, man? Do we want to start with the most anticipated? Where we want to go first?
No, I think we're gonna talk about that for a minute. We probably should start off with Ubisoft and get that out the way, just like they need to get out the way.
Yeah, I mean, let me look that up, and then we'll pull that up. But what you think? Go ahead.
I'm about to send y'all a message, but go ahead.
No, you. I'm just saying what you think about the situation over there. What is going on with Ubisoft, man?
So what did we see? We saw Skull and Bones is got delayed, and then they canceled 3 unannounced games. I believe that's what I read. K-Bomb sent it, but I believe that's what I read.
Yep.
Skull and Bones. I mean, we've been saying. I think I said it from day one. I was like, nobody wants to play that, and I think they probably have been testing that game, and they're like, this really isn't fun. They probably got some really good graphics. They probably got a really good tech demo. They probably got a finished product. But the truth is, that's not. Nah, we don't. No, it's not. So to push it back again, I don't know what they're pushing it back for. Just go ahead and release it.
They said major. There were major issues, setbacks. I think. Let me get the exact wording on it. It was something like there were like major issues and so they had to push it back.
Like,
and they pushed it back an entire year.
What?
I said
so
they pushed it back an entire year. They said major challenges. That's the wording. The wording they used. Major challenges.
What in the world?
An entire year.
Wow.
So the question is, what is Ubisoft doing? Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't even think of the last Ubisoft title I purchased. I'm finna pull up the article here. Keith, you just sent it, right? I'm seeing it. I'm pulling it up.
No. K-Bon sent. I actually just pulled it up too. I sent something else.
Okay.
It's in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can pull it out the chat if you want.
No, I'm going to the chat now. I'm going to it to get it now. So just give me a second. It's an older post.
All right, I'm already here. Let me go ahead and just send.
Well, you can read
Make it
man.
easy for a
I ain't
brother.
mad at you. Here it is. I got it up.
You got it. Okay.
I got it.
All right.
All right. So let's get into this thing. So it says Ubisoft cancels 3 unannounced projects, Skull and Bones. Let me make sure y'all can see it. I want to make sure y'all can see everything on here. Yeah, there it is. Skull and Bones. And let me widen this out a little bit. Skull and Bones, and okay. So unannounced project, Skull and Bones delayed yet again. So after a holiday season that saw several of its games underperform, Ubisoft is refocusing its efforts on established brands. That's one of their problems, right there. Mm-hmm. I was watching somebody else talk about this, and when they read this part, that part stood out to me. What established brand? Assassin's Creed, and what else?
Creed.
What else?
Watchdog.
No, I would say what's that shooter game?
Ghost Recon, Rainbow Six.
Rainbow Six, yeah, Rainbow Six. They seem like they push those games, Assassin's Creed and Rainbow Six. They're always coming out. They're like annual releases or whatever, and people are tired of them games, especially when they start to feel copy and pasted. Mm-hmm. At least to me, I'm not that deep into the lore to know the differences, but the overall gameplay itself is kind of samey, you know. I messed around and played a little bit of the latest Assassin's Creed, the one with the guy with the big beard or whatever, and I was Valhalla, yeah, thank you. And I quickly turned it off and uninstalled it. I was like, nope, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to subject myself to this. So I turned it off. And then the Rainbow Six, the Division is pretty cool. I really do like the Division. I didn't play the second one, but the first one was pretty cool. I thought they had a really good thing going. So I could see myself eventually playing the Division 2. But and Watch Dogs I thought was pretty good. Well, Watch Dogs 2. But man, y'all keep coming out with the same games. And Ubisoft is one of those developers or one of those publishers. They're very creative, but they seem to like falling into this annual release, samey type of games, copy paste, the same thing that we accused Call of Duty with doing, but they're still selling. And Ubisoft, they can't do it. They they have a lot of games that they have, and I'm thinking about Nintendo games specifically. Like, what's the one with the sword that was on the Wii? Red Steel 2 was awesome. That was a banger to me. Red Steel 3 on the Switch would have been awesome. You know what I mean? Like, where is that at? That'll get you sales. Mario and Rabbids was cool, but then it falls into that whole samey thing. Right. You know? Whatever was it Rabbids in Time or whatever, I don't know what it's called, but they just got to get away from copy and paste or just trying to come out with sequels and come up with some of their new IPs or make some new IPs rather.
Right. So let's read, and you right on the money, Keith. They need some news. They need some NEW. And add something in front of that NEW. Anyway, Ubisoft has updated its strategy. They have? Okay, for the near future. And in a new statement, has revealed that it has canceled 3 unannounced games. So you canceled some games we knew nothing about.
Probably would have been bangers.
They canceled it. I doubt it.
Yeah, canceled 3 unannounced games nobody knew about. They didn't even have to tell us they can. To me, that means you did. I'm questioning, did you really have 3 games coming? Is that just you saying?
No, ain't nobody saying you canceled 3 and you got 3 games. Like, what's the point of showing off that I canceled games?
Because it's like we was working. We was going. You know how people say I was going to do, but you know, man, we end up having to.
Whatever. If you're lying to your stockholders, that's a crime, buddy.
Yeah, that is true, K-Mo. Anyway, let's continue. So,
Forget K-Ball.
No, you just killed my whole little argument. But go, let's get. So it says has revealed that it has canceled 3 unannounced games and has delayed Skull and Bones yet again, attributing this linear focus on major challenges and an industry that it says is shifting towards mega brands and long-lasting titles. What mega AAA titles? Which okay, that's that. Anyway, let's continue. I feel like stopping just trying to unpack that. Shifting towards mega brands and long-lasting titles. What does that mean? Anyway, I get the mega brands, which is not new. Are they talking about games like Fortnite, long-lasting, like Call of Duty? What are we talking about? Anyway, Ubisoft says that its recent launches have not performed as well as expected. Maybe y'all over-expecting. Anyway, the holiday season, which usually sees major business for Ubisoft, was surprisingly low. A slower period for the company. As a result, it's been focusing more of its efforts on building its current brands and live service titles. Oh, Lord. As a consequence, we have decided to cancel 3 unannounced projects on the top of the 4 already announced in July 22. What games were announced in July of 22?
There was like a Ghost Recon VR. A Splinter Cell VR, a Ghost Recon game, and then 2 unannounced games that was canceled in July.
Okay. Wow. So they didn't make anything. Anyway, so they was putting all their marbles on Just Dance and Sparks of Hope, Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. They thought them 2 games were going to carry them in the holidays, and it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
We are clearly disappointed by our recent performance. Ubisoft CEO, I'm not even trying to say his name, said. We are facing contract. Huh?
I think it's Guillermo.
Guillermo. Yeah.
Yeezy.
Anyway.
Yeezy. Anyway. Contrast market dynamics as the industry continues to shift towards mega brands and everlasting live games. So that in the context of worsening economic conditions affecting consumer spending, despite excellent ratings and players reception as well as an ambitious marketing plan, we were surprised by Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope underperformance in the final weeks of 2022 and early January. Just Dance 2023 underperformed as well. First of all, we can explain why Just Dance underperformed. You've been giving us the same game for the last, decade?
Right. Why buy the sequel?
Why buy it? When I saw what this game was, bro, I was like, I'll never buy another game. They can play that game for the rest of their life. They're not going to get a new experience with another one at all. So anyway, Ubisoft, yeah, I didn't even know this was down here, and I knew this 2 games y'all was banking on. Ubisoft has revised its Q3 2022-23 net booking target, which is now expected to reach approximately $779 million versus its prior target of approximately $831 million. Skull and Bones, which has been delayed several times since it was first revealed and was due to set sail on March 9th, will be released in 2024. So they pushing in the back a whole year?
A whole year, bro.
And nobody asked y'all for the worst part of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag? The worst part of it, y'all made it into a game.
That bad boy still up here for pre-ordering. $89.
Bro. They pushed the game that's supposed to come out last year back 2 years. All right, Nintendo. Anyway, let's stop.
Simmer down now.
Fiscal year, which spans April the 1st, 2023 to March 31st, 2024. The game will have an upcoming beta phase before it launches, and Ubisoft believes that this will lead to a much more polished and balanced experience. In other words, you knew your game wasn't ready, Anyway, so this isn't the first time that Ubisoft has pulled the plug on several of its projects. What happened to whatchamacallit, Keith?
What's that?
The game that they had with the crazy graphics, and it's a part 2.
Beyond Good and Evil.
Beyond what happened to that game that we saw back in 2017?
Don't get me started.
We don't talk about Beyond Evil.
What's up, Alan Steed? What's up, Mr. Alan Steed? Welcome to the show. He said, "What's good, fellas? You, my friend, you are good. You. Anyway, so welcome to the show. Who else out here listening to us tonight? We need to see who else in here. Put your name up. We'll send you a shout out. But anyway, they pulled the plug on several projects as back in July 2022, which K-Bum kind of already shared. It announced that it had canceled development on Splinter Cell VR, probably was terrible, Ghost Recon Frontline, and 2 unannounced titles. See, we want a Splinter Cell for the consoles, and you talking to VR. See what y'all doing?
See, one of the things that Watch Dogs 2, I thought that was an amazing game. I thought it had an amazing protagonist. Even Aiden Pierce in the first game, I thought that game was basic, but they really stepped up and went into a great direction. And then they came out with Watch Dogs Legions. Like, why go away from something so solid? And I'm not just saying it because it was a black protagonist, but I'm also saying it because it was a black protagonist.
Keith,
no,
don't,
you know what I mean? Like,
don't do that.
You got you really could have pushed this guy. I can't even remember his name now. Anybody remember his name?
I didn't play it.
Which game is this?
Watch Dogs 2.
I didn't play Watch Dogs 2.
Yeah, I played it for like 2 seconds.
Man, play Watch Dogs 2. That was probably, for me, their last really good game. Excuse me, their really last good game. The character development, the character, not just him, but the surrounding characters. Like, dude, y'all put a lot of effort in that, and I feel like it really paid off. I feel like it really paid off. But there was one character that well, y'all haven't played it, so I'm not gonna say anything. I think I encourage y'all to play that game. But then they go into a completely different direction, and Watch Dogs Legion seems more of like, but what did you say earlier? You said, what type of games? The ones that you play forever? What is it?
The Fortnites and
the everlasting, long lasting.
Yeah, those long lasting. That's what Watch Dogs Legions kind of remind me of. You went into this long lasting because none of the characters, like if you kill one character or that character dies, you can go play another one. So there's not a main protagonist per se. And it's like y'all went into this cookie cutter. That's what turned me off about. I would have got Watch Dogs Legion had they stuck with a main protagonist. But I'm not.
Watch Dogs Legion was the third game. That was the third Watch Dog.
That's the third game. Yep.
I didn't know that. I didn't know they had another.
I didn't know they had a third Watch Dog.
Yeah, that's the third game.
I thought they only had 2.
No, that's hilarious.
I mean,
Watch Dogs 2 and Watch Dogs Legion.
Breaking news, fellas! I did not know there was a Watch Dogs 3. Oh,
it's kind of the one in London. That was the one in London, right?
That's the one in London. Yep.
Yeah. Watch Dogs 2 was in San Francisco.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the one in London. Yeah, that was trash.
Oh man. Okay, I forgot all about this title.
Because it was trash, man. That's why you forgot about it. You don't care about trash. Well, I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they did. They had a good thing going. I'm not saying they should have stuck with the guy from Watch Dogs 2, but my goodness. Why? Oh my gosh. They just make poor decisions.
Oh, I mean,
that's that.
So y'all kind of looking at Watch Dogs Legions. I forgot about this game. This is one where you can hijack. Like they was you
You're doing too much.
You don't play one character. You can become several characters, right?
Any character.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I remember that.
So they recruit any.
It was an old woman beating somebody up with a bat or her purse or something, but she was some type of hacker or something herself. But no, I forgot all about this.
You got to recruit people.
Yeah, I forgot all about this time. But that just tell you, man, not to spend too much time on Ubisoft. They just got a lot of forgettableness. Is that a word?
It is tonight.
Sound like it.
A lot of stuff you just can forget about and not feel like you missed out on anything. Like I think Ubisoft and EA if EA didn't have Madden and FIFA, they can easily be forgotten too. But they got two games that are, I won't say killer apps, but well, yeah, I will, because a lot of people have to have.
You have to talk about sports game. It
Yeah,
is
they gotta have they Madden,
okay.
they gotta have their FIFA. So those are killer apps. So
Yeah.
EA has something to keep you keeping their name fresh, so to speak. But I didn't have no interest, and I say this with no sad feelings. I didn't have no interest in Sparks of Hope. I mean,
I
I
agree.
liked the first one. I liked the first one a lot. It just got so boring after about the seventh stage of it. I was like, I'm kind of done with this experience, you know. So I wasn't really looking forward to the second one. I may get it if they, unlike Nintendo first party titles, actually make it cheap.
Oh,
And drop the
it goes
price.
on sale.
Huh?
I seen that game go down as low as like $20, I think.
Then I may get it when it's that low, but because Nintendo, I was watching Dr. Trey video talking about. I'm like, bro, I feel what he was talking about. It was funny, but there is no justification for Nintendo to still be selling arms for full
Bruh.
price. I'm sorry, I don't care what nobody says.
Bruh.
Arms should not
I,
be full
I,
price.
I went to buy my godson because he loves Nintendo. He has a Switch. He takes it everywhere. I
He
went to
has
buy
a
him a
what, K-Ball?
a Switch, and he takes it everywhere.
You sounded like you
I'm
didn't want to say what he had. I'm just making
no,
sure everybody heard.
I'll say it loud.
Oh, okay.
He has a Switch, and he takes it everywhere. That's my
Everywhere,
my
people.
godson.
Did you hear
He
him?
takes it everywhere.
My
I'm
grandma
not
had
a
a
hater
Switch.
on this. I know the truth. He loves it. It goes everywhere. It's easy. It's portable. Ain't nobody no hater. It's the
My
truth.
Go ahead.
My
Go ahead.
my grandma had a Switch. She took it everywhere.
Good job, Granny. But I went to Best Buy to buy him a game, and I said absolutely not. Why is every Switch game $50?
That's ridiculous,
This
man.
game has been out for 97 years. I refuse to pay
I'm gonna let you get that
$50.
one off, K, bro.
I mean, he ain't
I'll
lying.
let you get that off.
Refuse to pay $50 for this game. I said you're gonna get a $25 gift card to the eShop and enjoy it. Because I refuse.
Yeah.
He ain't lying.
Okay, so to not stay on this any longer, because we got to get. I want to get on our main topic. What can Ubisoft do? Have we identified anything we feel Ubisoft can do to improve themselves? One, I would say, is that whole statement about going to more of their proven titles are. I don't see. I don't even think Assassin's Creed is even that for them anymore. Clearly, Just Dance isn't that for you anymore. So, I think they need to get some creative juices and actually ask the people what they want, and focus on those things that people are saying they want, like Splinter Cell. I know people have been kind of pantering for that. And what else? Like Red Steel for the Switch. We like Sparks of Hope. Bring Red Steel back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But go ahead. What can they do?
What they should have done, and I wish they would have done a long time ago, was to bring the greatest game they've ever made back. And they were supposed to do a remake of it, and they never did. They ended up canceling that, but they were supposed to bring back the greatest game they ever made, which is Prince of Persia.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, I didn't think you was going to say that. Okay.
I'm sorry, Prince of Persia to me is the greatest game Ubisoft has ever made, and they were supposed to be doing a remake, and it sucked, and they ended up pushing it back. I don't think they officially canceled it, but it was supposed to come out this year, at the end of this year. But it looked. Remember, we saw it, Keith. It looked terrible. It looked
Right,
like
that's right.
an inch better than the PlayStation. It came out on the PS2, right?
It was basically a resolution bump, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Something like that.
it
Yeah.
was trash.
Come on, man.
and
Let go of that Prince of Persia. Every time we talk Ubisoft,
it
he comes with that Prince. I
Bruh,
agree.
it changed my life, man. It was one of the I that's one of the first games, not one of the first games, but it was a game that I finished, and after I got done, I said, yeah, that's one of the greatest games I've ever played. I remember saying that. I was yeah. So the fact that they haven't done right by it, and the fact that Assassin's Creed became what that game was supposed to come. Right, Assassin's Creed was only created out of the shell of Prince of Persia. Yeah, I think if they need to do right by it because they haven't done right by it ever since the second one. 'Cause the third one was trash.
Keith,
But
what can they do? What they need to do?
They need to focus. I feel like they got a lot of hats. They got a lot of hats on right now, and none of those games are benefiting from them being so scattered. If you want to make the what we say Ghost Recon, if you want to make Ghost Recon, if you want to make Assassin's Creed, then make those games, but don't make them every year. Number one, I don't know their business model. I don't know how their business work. I don't know if they put themselves in the corners that they have to put out games like that every year. If that's true, then that's unfortunate because those titles, although probably great at one point to somebody, are now suffering. And one of my favorite games, Watch Dogs, I feel like even though I didn't even play it, I didn't even attempt to play it because it looked like pure garbage, has suffered from this scatterbrain. Oh, we finna try to do everything, and it's like just focus on a few titles a year. You got, and I'm not trying to compare them to not Watchdog, but Rockstar. But Rockstar puts out one or two quality games
Every
and
decade.
every decade or so, and they make a they make a killing. Ubisoft is putting out games every year and still have never ever touched the money that GTA 5 has touched. And that game came out on the PS3, Xbox 360.
Rockstar still making money off of Grand Theft Auto 5. It's still
But
selling
they
more than anything that Ubisoft makes yearly.
but they had one. Watch Dogs 2 was, I'm not gonna say it was just as good as the Grand Theft Auto, but it had enough focus to be just as good as Grand Theft Auto. And then they went off and did this other thing. Like Legion should be something that you play as a online version or DLC or something like that. That shouldn't be your main game, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, let me go online with my homies and let's create a legion of people and work together and basically do like a turf war. That shouldn't be your main games. I think they're just trying to do too many things with too many people. And if they want to focus on the stuff that works, then y'all need to go back to the Beyond Good and Evils, the Red Steels. There's a trend that I'm using here. Zombie U. There's a trend. If you want to be successful, you go work with the people that you were successful with, and that's Nintendo. That's what they need to do. I'm gonna say it. I say it. Cable ain't gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Go work with Nintendo. Go work with Nintendo.
Go ahead. Go now. Finish your thought.
I was just gonna say, just go work with Nintendo. We don't want no more rabbits. We cool on that. We don't need no more rabbits. But they got a lot of other IPs, and you do too. Go work with Nintendo. That's how you get your success.
They also need to go back to some of their titles from their past that made people like Ubisoft, like Good versus Evil, like K-Bum said, Prince of Persia. Go back to them old titles that y'all haven't brought to us in a long time, trying to find your own game that y'all can milk for transactions and stuff like what's that game that you bought, K-Bum, that they named it, what was that game you bought where you fighting all these different medieval and
that was For Honor.
For Honor. Like games like that, nobody asked for that. You're trying to find your version of the microtransaction titles. And it's like, bro, you losing your identity trying to be like everybody else. Like, you got games that people like. You got IP. Like Nintendo. Nintendo does this too. Nintendo has a lot of IPs that people like. And Alan Steve, you ain't right. Alan Steve said Ubisoft, and he just put up an icon of a trash can with somebody throwing paper away. Anyway, shout out. But like, go back to them titles that people love, man. Like that you got these titles. You show us a game that we all knew when we saw it. This game was not coming to the light. When we saw Good versus Evil 2.
Too good.
Yeah, Yeah, and he came on and he had the audacity, and we finna move on. He had the audacity to cry after the presentation, knowing it was nothing but a presentation of something that we was never gonna see. So he cried over a future movie, so to speak, because that's all that was. I think they showed that back in 2018, 2017, somewhere around there. Here it is, 2023. We ain't heard of it since. So, and they ain't said that was one of their council titles. So anyway, yeah, Ubisoft, y'all got to get y'all act together. I haven't bought a Ubisoft game in a long time, and I don't plan on buying one anytime soon till they get their stuff together. So let's go to this next topic.
Hold on. I'm gonna call you out. We both bought Phoenix. We bought Phoenix.
Oh, Keith, don't do that. Well, let me slap both ourselves.
Yeah, let's keep it honest. We bought that trash.
How long did we last on that? I know I gave it a good heave ho for about 10 hours, and I was like, I'm done.
I don't even know if I made it that far.
Man, that game got so repetitive and overly saturated with nonsense, and then it turned into a Souls title in right mid game. Just turned into a Souls game.
Man.
I'm like, bro, I ain't signed up for. I came here for the Breath of the Wild experience, and you up here and gave me Elden Ring. I can't play this no more. Anyway. Let me stop because Elden. I feel sad. I still ain't turned Elden Ring back on. I will, y'all. At some point, I'm going to go back. I just got a life, and Elden Ring sucks it out of me. Anyway, so I want to talk about this. Are you switched out? And if we could be real quick, I'm switched out, man. Shouts out to Mr. T. I'm glad to see some of these staples in the community, you know, and Nintendo fans. To be honest, man, it's nice hearing honesty coming from people. And I'm switched out, man. I really am. Like, I almost left the Switch in my daughter's room, and it most likely wouldn't last if I did, and I almost left it in there. It would have died a slow death because it would have been broke within a few days from them knocking it off their dresser. But Keith, I almost left my Switch in the girls' room.
You was walking out, turn the light off with one tear.
I walked out and I was like, "Yeah, they could keep
Not
it
the
in
one
there.
tear.
They could keep it in there just as." I was like, "No, because that tear is coming out. I gotta protect this because I'm not buying another Switch to play."
For real, you can't do it.
I took that mug right off that portable dock and put it right back in the front room. Like, not now, not yet. You remember when in the Gladiators, when old dude he had buried Russell Crowe's little statues. He said, not yet. Not
Yes,
yet.
big black dude.
Yeah, the black dude. That's what
Yeah,
I
he told him
said.
not yet.
Not yet. No, that's what I did when I made that U-turn back in that room. I was like, not yet. We got one more game that you good for, Switch. But I'm switched out, man. Is it wrong to say it? I'm switched out. And shout out to Mr. Dr. Trey. But I'm part of the reason I'm switched out because they games still cost $50, $60 to buy, so I can't even go try out like Kirby. Kirby been out long enough that they should on any other console get a price drop, and I may go give Kirby a try because I didn't buy it when it was new. I could do that on the PlayStation and the Xbox and go buy a game that I missed when it first came out, and give me something that I don't feel like I got to give an arm and a leg to experience. You can't do that. Arms is still $60, people. Arms, people. This came out in 2017.
The game that has no legs.
I'm switched out, man. I'm switched out. Am I wrong to be switched out? I am.
Why is it wrong to tell the truth? Let's be honest.
That's
people.
what I told Mr. T. I said, man, don't be sitting up here apologizing and trying to prove your Nintendo fandom because you tired of the Switch. You ready to move on from the Switch, and you tired of some of the stuff that they doing with the Switch and the lack of titles that you want from it. I'm ready to move on, man. I'm ready to move on. I'm itching to buy something new
Be
from these people.
honest, bro. That's like people feel they feel like they have to. And sorry, this is the white knighting piece. People feel like if it's their game, the console of choice, that they have to defend it even when it's doing bad. And I'm the first person, I say it all the time. If Sony doing something that I don't like, I'm going to say that this is crap because I have higher expectations from you because I enjoy what you give. And so my expectations of what you're going to do is much higher than being able to just swallow whatever you give me. No. I want good games. I play video games to enjoy myself, to enjoy the satisfaction I get from turning on the PlayStation or the Xbox or the Nintendo and playing a good game and the endorphins that come from that and playing a good story or playing some challenging online games. And because you guys heard me talk about how much I enjoyed playing the last Call of Duty. Right, I talked about it. How much I enjoyed. I enjoy Black Ops, not Black Ops. I forgot the one that was before two before this one. I was honest, and Vanguard was trash, and this is trash, and I will completely admit it because you have ruined my fun because I enjoyed your previous game and you have given me nothing for the past 2 years. And so I'm going to call you out on it. It doesn't, I'm not here to defend plastic. I don't get paid by Sony. I don't get paid by EA. I don't get paid by Nintendo. I don't get paid by any, definitely not Nintendo. I don't get paid by any of these people to come on air and try to prove to you that I am such a fan of this video game that I'm going to defend it even when it's bad. Come on, man. Let's get real. Let's get honest, man, and let's talk about things from a good perspective, not a hating perspective. 'Cause I always try to catch myself when I'm hating on Nintendo because I have my biases. That is the truth. But I give credit when credit's due, and we have to be honest. We are paying $50 for a game that's been out for years and it's already hit its plateau. Why do some people believe that is a good thing? That shows the quality of the game. No, it shows that they don't care about you, the consumer. That's what it says. That you are cheap enough to pay $50 3 years later. That's what it says about you. Oh,
Even
man, I
cars
was
depreciate. Even a
man,
car depreciate by the year.
I was holding on to that for a while. My
Yeah,
bad, y'all.
let me give you your
Yeah,
shout
My
how you
out.
bad.
feel? You feel better?
My bad. I
K-Bone got
feel
that off, y'all. He finally got that off.
bad.
But
I was holding on to that.
I yeah, am I switched out? Yeah, I don't even really look at it no more. Just like you, Evan, I'm just waiting on this one game. And
yeah,
after this game, I'm just hoping that they got something to say. And I wish I didn't have to play that game on that platform. Like
right.
you literally got me. Like if you said, "Hey, I'm going to put this new Zelda on a new device," well, guess what? You just guaranteed a purchase from me. I am going to buy your new console, and I'm a vocal minority, but I am going to buy your console because I want to play Zelda with new specs. You know what I mean? I want the best, and I'm not saying that they haven't found some way to push that console to its absolute limits. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that Tears of the Kingdom can't come out and it looks visually superior to Breath of the Wild, but so far what we've seen, it looks like a sequel. It looks just like a sequel, which is fine because I love that game. I actually love that game.
Yeah.
But I would love to play that game pushing more pixels, pushing more frame rates, frame per second. You know what I'm saying? Whatever else Digital Foundry be talking about. I want to see it all. I want to see it all in the new Zelda game.
Right.
And then other games like the other third party games are being compromised, constantly being compromised because the lack of tech. It was amazing when it first came out. We were all like, "Oh my god, this is dope! I can't believe they were able to put that on here." Looking at you, Witcher, you know what I'm saying? I can't believe they was able to put that on here. But truth be told, I would never play that on there. You know what I'm saying? I would never play it, but I'm glad that you were able to do it. Yeah, that
Right.
Vaseline screen that you got going on, but it's time to put old yellow out to rest, man. It's time to
And
let it go, time to
and
let it
that's
go.
not to say that the Switch doesn't have great. It does. It has great games, but I would probably have more Switch titles if they follow somewhat of a model of after so many years we're going to make these titles affordable for and you know I would probably have more titles and but I'm not going to give you if I wasn't willing to give you $59.99 when the game first came out. What makes you think I'm going to give you $59.99 3, 4 years later? Like,
Because
bruh,
the quality of the game hasn't
I don't
changed.
care. My thing, like, bruh, like, so, and it is sad that the best games that we experienced on the system was in its first year.
Mm.
Like, what have we experienced that was Breath of the Wild or Odyssey level on the Switch since?
Jeez.
What? Name me one. Yes, did I like this?
Bayonetta?
Did I nobody
That boy
here even
said
bought nobody
Bayonetta.
K-Bomb slap yourself. Slap yourself. Get that on
I'm
tonight.
just trying to help.
I like the Zelda remake, was it Link Between World or Link from the Past or whatever that remake they showing it on screen now. I like that. That was a great game. Luigi's Mansion was a great game. But do y'all realize
That's fun multiplayer. It's fun multiplayer.
do y'all realize these games came like within the first 2 years of the system? And then
Yeah.
I can't even think of a game that I have submerged myself in. Metroid Dread. I'll say Metroid Dread came a little later. But I can't think of a Switch game that I have totally just absolutely submerged myself in. Splatoon 3? Nope. We got on. I think we made it three Mondays.
3 Mondays, bro. I was just about to say we got a game for the sole purpose of playing Switches with each other. Went out and bought the online service.
All of
Man,
us, because I hadn't had
All
online
of
for
us.
almost 3 years. I hadn't had online.
Paybomb went and bought didn't buy the game. Bought the online service. Got the game from GameFly, using up a GameFly slot and everything to play Splatoon with the homies. The first day, oh man, it's kind of cool. The second time we played, yeah, man, cool. Third time, all right, yep. I'm tired. You
No,
tired?
tell the
Yeah, I'm
truth,
tired.
K-Ball, tell the truth. We couldn't get in the third time.
There you go.
Ah, that's true.
It kept dropping. That's why we quit.
That's
Like,
true.
oh, this is the
That's true.
fourth.
Yeah,
We couldn't
we
get
went to
in to
bed.
play.
That's right. You're
Kept
right.
falling,
You're right.
dropping us out the game. Like, okay, what's going on here? So now, don't get me wrong, people. We finna move. We're gonna move on to our main topic. We got about 25 more minutes, so we good. I'm gonna say this, and I'm leading up. There have been games like Xenoblade and all that, and some few other games, RPG type games.
Xenoblade. Yeah, you can say Xenoblade.
That has come out that I probably need to try out. It's not a type of game that I've ever really gotten into. So that when I say there's not, but there isn't much outside of that. I just want to be fair. There are titles that people would call killer apps. Maybe not me, you know what I'm saying. But even Keith has sung the praises of the Xenoblade. What was that one that you just Xeno Chronicles or whatever one that just came out?
Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and then there was Xenoblade Chronicles X the last one I played was on the Wii U. I thought Xenoblade Chronicles, I didn't even finish it, but I thought that game was amazing.
Right. So I may need to open up my, but I really am, people. I'm just ready for something else. And I know I've been saying this for the last probably year, but it's the truth. Like, I've been saying it probably the last 2 years, honestly, but I'm ready to move on. I feel like this has been way overdue, and I'm feeling exhausted with the Switch, and I'm like, I love what it does, and I don't even really want them to leave that type of form factor. I still want it to be a hybrid thing. I really do. Let me stop. If it was a hybrid thing, I would not have an issue with it. Now, they gave us a ridiculous, if they went back to their 64 GameCube days trying to be the most powerful, I would not hate on it. I would love every second because I want to see what Nintendo can do pushing some power because I still ain't seen too many people that do what they do as good as they do it. So I want to see these games with some power. But if they choose to stay with a hybrid system, just give us something new with a little bit more oomph under the hood that we can see Zelda look a little bit better than it looks right now. And I love this title, Breath of the Wild. I just want to see it shine a little bit better. But anyway, I'm switched out. I just want y'all to know that. If you switch out in the comment section, let us know. Shouts out to Mr. T one more time. I agree with you, dude. It's fatigue central over here. We tired of the Switch. I ain't hating on the Switch. I love the Switch for what it did, but it's all things come to an end. Ecclesiastic talks about them season. This is a season, and you go read 3, I think 3 and 4, and read some of them down there. There's a time and a season for everything, and there's a time to let the Switch go and bring its predecessor or its successor or whatever you want to say to the forefront. But anyway, so let's get to our main
He
subject
said
on
him
tonight.
tired, boss.
I'm tired. I'm tired of the Switch. Alan Steve said, my PlayStation got my Switch and Xbox Series X collecting dust. You got the X, bro? You said it's collecting dust, so that should answer my question. I was going to say how you like it. You said it's collecting dust, so you ain't been playing it, in other words. So
Question
anyway,
answered.
question absolutely answered. So we gonna get into this last subject on tonight. So we want to talk about the games we anticipating this year, and this is a subject Mr. Norris been wanting to talk about since actually he came out of last year wanting to talk about this subject. So Mr. Norris, I'm gonna let you take it up, man. Why you want to talk about this, Norris?
One, I want to talk about it because I just want to talk about the games that's coming up. 2, I want to see if y'all got some games that I hadn't even thought about. And 3, I think it's a pretty good conversation. You know, we want to, see what this year is going to look like. And I think all those statements pretty much says the same thing. Anyways, but no, I think it's a pretty good topic because I think for me and you, I know at least one that we have one that's similar. I'm curious to see what K-Bum is going to say. But I can start it off, man. I can go ahead and give you my most anticipated. And I've already said that title. Or do you want to do it a different way?
No,
what you want to
do? We can read off some of the games that's coming.
Come in.
So this month on the PlayStation 5 for Xbox Series X
Hold on. All right, I thought we were gonna talk about like our top 3 most anticipated. You gonna go through each month? Is that what we doing up in here?
I'm just gonna read off some. Then we go to our anticipated.
It's your show. Do what you want to do.
It's our show. Don't do it like that. Don't do
You want to do it wrong?
Man.
That's cool. Do it wrong. It's all good.
Man. I'm just reading off some. So we got One Piece Odyssey coming this month. We got a space for the Unbound coming this month on the 19th. What is that? Coliseum Cave? How you say that? Am I saying that right? Coliseum? I'm saying that wrong. I think I'm jacking that up. I don't know why I can't say that, and I know what that is. But Persona 4 Golden, Persona 3 Portable coming to the Switch.
You talking about Odyssey? Is that what you're trying to say?
No,
Odyssey?
Colossal. What is that? How you say that?
Colossus.
I knew.
Colossal Cave.
Colossal Cave. My bad, y'all. I just had a brain poop. Anyway, slap yourself. Fire Emblem Engage, that's coming to the Switch, which I'm not going to buy none of that. Anyway, Forspoken, I'm interested in that. Warlander, that's PC. Oddballers, PlayStation 4, Switch, Xbox One. Shoulder of Giants, I don't know what that is. The remake, Dead Space. I'm still I'm not sure. Seasons, A Letter to the Future. Super Fuzz, Fuse. Deliver Us Mars. Clash Artifacts of Chaos. Hogwarts Legacy. That's that what is that?
Where is this from? Where do you get this list from? GameStop?
Yeah.
GameSpot?
Yeah. That's what is that? What is that? Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Wanted Dead. And Is that blank? BLANC? Is that right? Blank.
Just like it.
Okay. Uh, Theater Rhyme, Final Bar Line. I don't know what that is. Tales of Symphony, remastered. Wild Hearts. Uh, Atomic Hearts, Like a Dragon. Ishin, I think that. Anyway. Uh, what is this? Anyway, Digimon World Next Order, Horizon Call of the Mountain, that's the VR. Uh, Blood Bowl 3. Anyway, these are just titles. I don't know. So, is there any? Give me your top three. That's one I'm looking for right here. Wulong Fallen Dynasty. I'm looking forward to that one. That's
Yep.
one I'm curious about. Give me your top three, and I guess I'm gonna come. Who want to go first, Keith or K-Bon? I'm not finna
First.
figure
Well,
it out.
Keith was already trying to give his, so
All right, go ahead, Keith. What's your
Well,
top three anticipated titles for this year?
the irony of my top three is in your thumbnail. Zelda.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry, not Starfield though. Although I will say I am looking forward to seeing what it turns out to be. It's not something that I'm looking forward to, but I'm curious. But The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, we all know why. I will probably talk about this game every podcast until it's out, and probably beyond that. Star Wars. Obviously, I didn't know how good that game was going to. The first one, Star Wars Jedi. What was it called? Star Wars Jedi? Or was this Star Wars Jedi?
Star Wars
no,
Jedi. It's right.
was it Fallen Order or
Fallen Order, yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fallen Order. So I'm anticipating Survivor, and I think they got a good thing on their hands. It's kind of like Souls, but not as deep. But if you want it to be,
Yeah,
crank that thing
it's
up.
not as Souls. It's Souls light.
Yeah, but crank it up. Woo,
Oh, you can crank it up.
that bad boy get hard. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and I would say my last one would probably be Forspoken. I'm curious to see what that's going to be about. That might change.
Spoken. Okay.
Yeah, that may change throughout the year. I think it's different enough, and we got a black, not just dark skinned Afrocentric protagonist. I did see a lot of people playing the demo. There's a lot of curse words for those people
Really?
who. Oh yeah, there's a lot of vulgar language. The main character in whatever, I think like her wrist or something like that talks to her or something like that, and they were going back and forth, and I was like, ugh. Like, I think that's kind of I don't mind that. I mean, I watch movies all the time, but sometimes it could just seem unnecessary,
Too
personally.
much.
But yeah, I think that would be my top three. Like I said, Forspoken
Nice.
could or could not fall off. I'm not sure, but as of right now, that's what I got.
Okay. K-Bon, what's your top three, or what's your top anticipated games of this year?
Cool. I can give you my top three. I'll start from the bottom up. So in third place, my most anticipated game is actually the Dead Space remake. I'm sorry. I've been a huge Dead Space fan. I thoroughly enjoyed Dead Space, even though it creeped the crap out of me. It was still some of the most fun, I had in gaming during that time, and so I would love to kind of enjoy that again, and maybe get this time playing with a headset, which I don't know how well that's going to do. We'll see how freak out I get, but to kind of relive that again, I'm definitely down with that. It looks absolutely amazing, and they've done a really good job with the graphics. So that's my number three most anticipated game is Dead Space. All right, number two most anticipated game is actually I'm gonna go with Keith. It's gonna be Jedi Survivor. I think the first Jedi, The Fallen Order, was a well-made game. It was way tougher than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you, you can't go down. I'm like, I'm dying here. What's going on? Um, and so, but I think it was a well-made game. I think it was a really well-made game. I thought it was very good. I thoroughly and enjoyed the game. And I am definitely down. I like what I saw from the trailer that they showed during the Video Game Awards. So I'm excited. I'm excited about this one. So I'm down for it. And my most anticipated game, Spider-Man 2. I'm
Oh,
sorry. Whatever Insomniac makes every year is my most anticipated game. The outside of God of War. These dudes, I don't know how they're able to put out bangers after bangers after bangers, but I'm here for it. And Spider-Man 2 is going to have Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Craven the Hunter, Venom. It may even have some a little trail, a little crumb for the Wolverine game that's coming out, right? So that they may even
forgot
put a
about
little
that.
some of that in this game, right? So I'm whatever they make, they have proven to me that they make nothing but bangers. And so that is my most anticipated game, Spider-Man 2. I think it's gonna slap. I Yeah, both Spider-Man games slapped. They did not let down. Even the what the word I'm looking for. The character of Miles Morales I thought was very well done. Right? You know how we always critique black characters under a particular microscope. But I thought he was very well done, and I enjoyed that character. So I can't wait to play a little bit more of Mr. Miles Morales. So, uh, and Peter Parker was good too in the first one. So I'm definitely down. So that's my three.
Okay. Well, I didn't limit y'all to three. Y'all had more than three. Y'all were more than welcome to share more, but I'm
I
not
mean,
gonna
if I
limit.
did have an honorable mention, where is that? Stellar Blade would be my honorable mention.
The PlayStation one,
Yeah,
right?
you
Yeah.
took it right out of
That
my
that
lips because I just gonna
that
bring
that
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 up.
looks good. That looks good. Tekken 8 will make my honorable
There's
mention.
another one I had down.
Tekken 8, Tekken 8 will make my honorable mention if I had to throw another one in there.
I
Okay,
forgot
so
Pikmin was coming. Okay, I got two honorable mentions. Pikmin, that game, man.
yeah,
Um, Pikmin is
I
that
forgot
game.
about Pikmin 2. That's Pikmin 4, right?
Uh huh.
That may be the last Switch title. That may be the one. For me, uh, I'ma say, Cars Tears of the Kingdom is my most anticipated. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. That game. Let's look at this real quick. That game right here. This is the game. Matter of fact, we a fair use. Let's just watch the trailer real quick, Keith. Ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with
You might
just
as well get the obvious out the way.
yeah. Let's get the best game of the year. This is game of the year, folks. It ain't no argument. K1, can you argue for any game that's gonna beat this
Spider-Man 2
one?
Hold
Heck
on,
no.
Spider
and
Man.
Heck
them
no.
boys don't play, and you know that
They don't, but they ain't
they
beat
are
this.
they that they are great developers and they make bangers.
I
So if
agree.
I had to say anybody, if anybody has a chance this year, I think it's them. I'm not saying that it will, but you asked me who I think had a
Fair
chance, and
use,
I
y'all.
definitely
We
think it's
we,
them.
we watching this trailer because listen. We gotta watch it now. No, because Nintendo got them ninjas. Let me turn this off. No, Nintendo don't play. Get that. Get all
They
that.
still got them ninjas.
I just thought about all that. Turn that off. Nope, we not playing that at all, y'all. Y'all know what it look like. So my most anticipated
I
game.
know what it looks like.
I thought about it, Cave. We messed around. Everything shut off like it did that one time with me and Keith. So Tears of the Kingdom is my most anticipated game. I mean, I am so. This will be the game that makes me put hundreds of hours in on the Switch again. This is going to be the game that I'm just going to be glued to the TV. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Butts will be in seats. Controllers will be in hands. And I will be playing until my wife gets mad at me. Then I'm going to get up. And then I'm going to come back and play some more. So anyway, that's my most anticipated. Another game that I'm highly looking forward to this year is Street Fighter 6. I'm surprised no one said that. Yeah, I am, man. I'm excited for this game. It looks beautiful. I'm glad that it's no longer exclusive to Sony and PlayStation 4. They should have never did that. I think that hurt that game. But I'm glad to see some life being breathed, some good life being breathed into Street Fighter. Street Fighter 5 was a disappointment to me. I tried to defend it at first. That game needed a lot of work. It wasn't really a game. It was, I don't know what that was. They pieced that game together over the years. Stellar Blade is another one. Keith said it. I had just wrote it down because I was like, let me write some of mine down. Stellar Blade is one that I am highly anticipating this year. That game, the ninjas won't get me for Stellar Blade. So we can look at that one. But this game is my Bayonetta. I'm being honest with you guys. This will be my Bayonetta. That's why I didn't buy Bayonetta. This is what Bayonetta should look like. This is what it should be. I ain't saying that to make anyone upset or mad or feel funny or feel some type of way. I'm just being honest. This is what I was imagining with Bayonetta, and I knew we wasn't going to get nothing like this on the Switch, but can a person live? Can he imagine? That's what I wanted. That's what I imagined.
And live.
This is what I want, and I'm highly anticipating this game because it really is got the Bayonetta genes in it. It feels a little bit heavier than Bayonetta. I like that because it was one of my issues with Bayonetta is she's little just too light seeming, and everything just string together on its own almost. They just push a button. She do 5 different moves with one button smash. I don't kind of like that. I like the God of War where I feel like all my moves kind of have weight to them. But I'm anticipating this game. It looks beautiful. It has that futuristic, funky look. I like that. And, so I'm looking forward to that. Jedi Survivor. I absolutely love Jedi Fallen Knight. Is that what that was called?
Fallen
Order, yeah. I absolutely love Fallen Order. I remember K-Bum, I remember you was telling me level. It's got a little soulness to it. I know it was Keith you was telling me. But I don't know what it was, man. I didn't have a problem with the difficulty of that game for whatever reason. I made it through pretty simple. Sometimes I got lost. The puzzle kind of was confusing where they wanted me to go at times. But that only happened because I had stopped playing for a little while and I had to really remember where I had left off at. But I'm looking forward to that. And Keith, I didn't even think about Pikmin 4. I am looking forward to Pikmin 4.
You play 3? Not calling you out, just want to know.
Yeah, I did. I played 3.
Okay.
I thought you were finna ask me, did I beat it?
Okay.
We should not talk about that. No, I did not finish it. The truth is, I've never finished a Pikmin.
Pikmin 3 is the only one I've ever finished.
My brother, the gamer, I don't know what I was calling him at the time, but my younger brother, he those type of games, he had finished those games. He has the the stick-to-itiveness to do all the little. It gets too after a while when it starts getting too tedious. I get out of it. I don't like overly tedious games. That's why Witcher 3 is challenging me so hard, cause it's extremely tedious, and like little small nothing things is relevant to the progression in the game. And sometimes I don't want to go follow the tracks and go find the griffin and smell the poop to see it was a male. And it was like, man, just get me to the next story plot, man. I don't feel like doing all this stuff. So, because that's literally what I just did. That's the only reason I'm saying. But those are the and Tekken 8, K-Bum with Tekken 8. Matter of fact, let me pull up the Mr. Tekken 8. I'm highly anticipating this because I want to see if Hayachi is actually dead. Like that's intriguing me right now. Is my boy
Hayachi
dead?
is never dead.
Man, they said the last story is supposed to be Hayachi's end, man. Now,
Hayachi's never dead.
I hope he's not, man, because I like Hayachi. I like Kazuya and Jin, but they not Hayachi. They not the protagonist. Maybe Kazuya. Kazuya could be. He could be the antagonist.
Kazuya is. Yeah, that's the Vegeta.
But he ain't as cool as Hayachi though. He not cool like Hayachi, man. He not menacing like Hayachi, even though he got the devil gene.
He actually got that old man swag.
Yeah, he got that boss. He like real for real boss. Like, now there's a game that I heard may make a showing, but we don't know yet, and that's Ninja Gaiden. I hope that's true.
Ninja Gaiden,
bro, I love Ninja Gaiden too, man. Now 3 was terrible.
Man, I tried to play them games. I couldn't do it.
Oh, I love Ninja Gaiden 2.
that was Souls before Souls.
Yeah, it was. It's hard as heck, but I was there for all that, man. I was there for that game. So, but yeah, I think this year is set up to be another good year in game. I forgot all about Spider-Man. Matter of fact, let me pull that up. I forgot about that. What about is Spider-Man? Is it Spider-Man 2? Yeah, you said Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2. Yep.
Is Wolverine supposed to be coming out this year, or is it still?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No. Okay. I don't think that they're that good.
So this comes out fair use. This comes out this year, K-Bun.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, they already came out and said. I think they came out and said that it is coming out this year.
Okay, no, I didn't know that.
I am ready to see what Wolverine is going to be.
I am too.
Like, is it going to be like open worlds, like Spider-Man? Is it going to be stages? Yeah. What I don't want is Wolverine in the Spider-Man world. You know what I mean? Like, we're just going to put this character in this world. I hope they actually build something dope for him.
This looks good, man. This looks freaking good. I'm not gonna lie to you. This looks good.
You got any thoughts, K-Bone?
I think they're going to pay homage to Wolverine and what we expect from a Wolverine game. I don't see them shortchanging anything. They gave us a legit Spider-Man story with a legit ending, which I wasn't expecting to go there, and they went there. They gave us a emotional Miles Morales story. I thought that was emotional, and I thought it was legit, and I thought it paid homage to him because it made it feel like he was a Brooklyn Knight, right? And so I really think they're going to up the ante. Because the thing is that they're always ready to up the ante, right? To take it to the next level, to do something different, right? You never really see them giving you the same thing they gave before, right? Now, if they were that type of developers that they'll kind of give you the same thing they gave before, then I would be worried. But I'm not. I'm not worried with them, and I think that they're going to pay homage to Wolverine, and we're going to get something that we did not or could not get in any Spider-Man game.
Okay.
They got Chun-Li up here in this doggone swimming suit. Lord Jesus, I apologize. I didn't know.
Repent.
I said I wasn't expecting it. I'm trying to apologize to the viewers.
But she just thick as a mug. But repent.
I didn't even say that. I didn't say it at all. But anyway, let me stop.
But is she married? Is she married
with your mouth?
Is she married? You all good?
I wasn't expecting her to be in a swimsuit, so when I clicked it, I was just making sure people knew I didn't intentionally do that. I was just trying to cover our bases. But yeah,
you know what would be dope though, and y'all probably wouldn't like this if you saw like bruises on her legs and stuff because of all the fighting and stuff she's done. That would be kind of that would be
Yeah,
kind
that
of dope.
would.
At least one like
It,
outfit
it
or
would
something like.
it would add character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she's been swinging that leg for some years now.
Yeah, I'm anticipating this game,
That's
man.
funny.
There's nothing else anybody. Oh, that woo. Y'all need to see that
Yeah,
too if y'all haven't
the
seen
Chinese
it.
the game is made from China,
Yeah,
which is
Wulong
unique.
Fallen. Yeah, this is one I've been.
Which is it's a very unique game. I'm not sold on it as far as like I'm going to get it or I have to get this type of a game. I'm still interested in it. Like I want to see some more because it does kind of have that Sariko. What was that game called? The twin
It
something.
is.
It was
The one that. Well, go ahead. Was it made by? Was it the other samurai game that we didn't
yes.
buy?
It was the other samurai. Yes,
Yeah.
it was the other samurai game.
Yeah, I
It
heard
kind of
of that.
has that type of feel.
It does. That's what
Right.
they said is kind of similar to it. I heard several people who have played it say that this game feels like that game.
It looks good though, man.
Something like that. Yeah, it does. It does look good. Now, will it be up there with what was the game? Tsushima?
Tsushima. That
Yeah,
was a
I don't know
banger,
if it's
bro.
gonna be up there with that, but
That was a banger.
that's a game I can't wait till the sequel come out too, bro. 'Cause that game,
Oh,
who
gonna be
make that
good.
Sucker Punch?
that is Sucker Punch. Yes.
See this.
Yes.
I'm
that is
looking
Sucker
at it.
Punch.
I don't know how I'm feeling about this part. It looks all right. I don't know. Do I got this in HD? Yeah, I do.
Oh man,
It looks okay to me for whatever reason.
is this
Yeah.
that one game that was a demo at first or something like that?
No. It
Is
was
this the
not that
right
one.
one, K-Bon? Is it the?
Yeah.
This the right one? Okay.
Is it a monkey?
That was the monkey. Yeah.
No, this is not it. No, this is not it.
This
This
ain't,
is
I
not
was
the
gonna
monkey.
say
Okay.
this not right.
Okay,
was
so
a
you know what
monkey.
I'm talking about.
I was
Okay.
like,
Yeah,
man, this is
Yeah,
this
this is the other one. This is the other one that's coming out.
what is it called?
Yeah, this is
What
not.
is it?
This isn't it. It's I thought it was called Black something.
Is this a soul? Is Wulong like a soul site?
Yeah, it does feel like a soul type, but you're playing as a monkey. I saw that title when I was scrolling
Matter
through
of fact,
earlier.
hold up. I'll find it.
I can get it for you actually.
No, I'm gonna find it because I was just looking at it when I was looking at all the games for I was like, that ain't
So
it.
it's not Wooloo the Fallen Dynasty. It's not that one. That's the one you're showing right now.
Yeah, I took that out because that was like, this is not it.
It's Black Myth Wukong. I knew it was black in it.
Black
So it's
Myth.
Myth.
Black Myth.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Wukong.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
that's
he's
not
actually
it.
he was a monkey. Is what it was.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you, bro. Because I was like,
That's the one. That was the banger.
not what I'm looking forward to. This is ugly. And when we sit there talking like, this is not the game I was talking about. But anyway, here you is, people. I apologize. Level had it all jacked up, but this is what I'm highly anticipating. I'll play the sound on this as well because they won't come. They'll let us use their stuff. They like getting free promotion, unlike other people with an NINTEND.
Don't spell it like we talking to kids.
Well, anyway, so I'm looking forward to this title as well, man. We almost done. We gonna get out of here about an hour 30 minutes, so we got about 7-8 more minutes. So y'all can bear with us. But this game looks amazing to me, and I've been following this game for a minute, and
Right.
it's based on one of their gods, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's based off Chinese Chinese lore.
I think Goku is actually Goku is Japanese. Or is Goku Chinese?
It's Japanese.
Japanese. Okay.
Japanese name. Goku Sama.
Okay. See, now this looks as good as Ghost of Tsushima. Visually.
This looks good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks good. It does. I'm not going front. I've been following. I've been watching it. You know, it doesn't seem like my type of game, but it looks good. It looks like it to me. It looks like it can even be a contender for Game of the Year if you want to be completely honest with me.
No, we already told you what the game of the year is, man.
Oh,
Stop
here we
doing
go.
that, man.
Lord have mercy. Lord
Actually,
have
I'll
mercy.
be honest with you, K-Bum. If out of all the games that we said, I would say, yeah, Spider-Man. I don't believe Spider-Man will beat Tears of the Kingdom, but this one definitely made because it's new and it got that fantasy level to it that it hit some vibes that Tears will hit. I just think Tears is going to be the game of the year. But if this comes out this year, yeah, Spider-Man them might give it a run for his dollar. So, but this looks great.
I don't think so. For some reason, I feel like the industry is so fickle. Uh, it has to be like this open world sandbox. Do what you want. Like that automatically gets you nominated. And I don't know. I just been looking at. I mean, if you just look at the game of the years, it's always some big open world game, and Zelda's going to be that big open world game. Whereas Spider Man is going to be more focused, story driven, action driven. But people just like doing what they want to do.
But see, that's what we thought. I thought we thought God of War was gonna win this year.
But what's the name? Is a big open world do what you want game.
Right.
Yeah,
True.
that's true.
I'm just curious if we're gonna swing back. Okay, we don't want to open. We want this come back.
I
God of
mean,
War
Last
may
of Us
not-
did win when they were Last of Us 2. I believe they won when they were up for the nomination for Game of the Year.
Yeah. I'm just,
Good game though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Elden Ring won more for the newness than just the open world. But Keith, you probably right though, cause
This is a good looking game.
yeah, I think what hurt, and I said this K-Bum last week. I said while you here, God of War Ragnarok did get long in the tooth towards the end. I was ready for it to wrap up. I'm not gonna front. I was like, I think I'm, and I didn't think I would say that at the front end towards the middle, but the middle to the end, I was kind of ready for it to end. And
It's the combat.
yeah, yeah.
I can sit there and watch the story of God of War Ragnarok all day long, 24/7. But then when you making me fight, and it's like the way they make you fight, it's like they gotta pick and choose better. I think, it's like waves and waves and waves and enemies. Like, nah, I'm good. Let me see some more of their story because I want to see what's going on. Because it has one of the best stories I've ever seen.
It had a lot of
I don't know. I just think it's the fighting.
repetitive bosses and what you engage. It kind of got a little repetitive. Like I did this like 4-5 other times. I'm kind of over it. But the game was still great though. So I'm wondering with Tears of the Kingdom, will we feel this? Would they get that same effect where, yeah, this is dope, but we've been here with Breath of the Wild. We already done this, but it is Zelda, and Zelda probably will be able to survive that because it's Zelda and it's Link. It's not Kratos. Kratos can't.
And why does dude keep dodging and not swinging? He's starting to irritate me. Whoever playing this game.
Probably
Like,
trying to show off his dodging skills.
He open.
Put that work in.
Yeah, this game look like it's gonna be good. I don't think it's gonna come out this year though. Y'all think it's gonna come out this year?
Got it.
Yeah, I doubt it too. But anyway, y'all see, I ain't gonna play that no longer. That's enough. Cause this is a long trailer. Well, I won't play the sound no more. But so anything else before we get out of here? Are we done?
About games or just in general?
Yes, I mean, any other game that we didn't talk about here that y'all may be interested in, I could pull it up.
Starfield.
Oh, let's pull it up. You want me to pull up Starfield?
I
Okay.
do have one.
What's that?
I do have one, but it hasn't been announced for this year. But it has to be this year, and that's what is the name of the?
Who makes it?
I'm drawing a blank. It's the flagship Xbox game that's out. That not Starfield, but the other.
Redfall. Redfall.
No, 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 no. The first one we saw when they showcased the Xbox. It was the first game
Oh,
they
Hellblade.
the
showed. Hellblade.
Hellblade. Yeah,
Where the crap is Hellblade?
in
Because this is
hell.
it.
In hell, you said again.
This
I
is
don't
it.
know.
Yeah, we ain't. I
Like
don't. I
this
don't
is
know,
this is your
man.
year. This is the banger. This is you showed this Hellblade when you first showed the Xbox.
Well,
Like this was
they supposed to have a showcase sometime. I don't know if it's this month or next month, but they supposed
sure.
to
I thought
have
it
a
was a
show.
rumor.
No, I heard it got it. Hold up, let me go back.
Okay. So I
No,
read
no,
something that
hold up.
said
Let me go
okay,
back.
okay.
Are the Lakers playing tonight? If the Lakers playing tonight, I'm gonna be upset. They
Yeah,
are playing
because
tonight.
that game is supposed to be the banger.
Hold, I gotta see what my boy's doing first. Hold up, y'all.
Lord have mercy, this dude.
I know,
So
I know.
and I'm just surprised and shocked that that they
I
haven't really showcased that this year.
man, dang, they playing Dallas. Oh Lord, I'm missing the game. Anyway, let's see. It probably just started not too long ago. But no, you right, K Bum. They showed this game and they showed it again. When it was we saw it at the initial reveal of the Xbox Series X, and
Hmm.
then we saw it
Like a year or
last
so
year. Was it
later,
last year or the year? Wasn't it last year we
something
saw
like
this
that.
trailer?
They was maybe it was last year. Yeah, maybe it was last year they showed it, and it didn't look as good, but it was still cool. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I mean, it does look cool, but I don't
Where
know,
where
man.
where is it?
Where's a lot of stuff from Microsoft? We don't
This
know.
but this should be here, man. So I don't know. I to me I think that could if that is what it's supposed to be if that is as good as it's supposed to be, that's your game of the year for the Xbox side. But
Mm.
I don't know where is that.
Luca be getting on my nerves with how he be smiling all the time. He know he
This
be balling
this
his butt
dude done
off.
already
He do be
done
balling his
already
butt
turned
off,
off the
but
podcast and already turned off the
I
podcast in his
ain't,
mind.
I'm watching the podcast. I'm watching this Blade up here. I'm just looking at Luca smiling. He just hit a shot, and I was kind of feeling some type of way. But no,
I see.
I don't know, K Bum. I mean, this does look good. I don't know if I'm here for it.
The, the
Was
the
the first
first one
one
was very
good?
unique. The first one was very. It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, but it was very unique. It was a very unique game, and it had the backbones of being a good game. It was made by a very small studio, and they were very intentional with the way they made that game. Even though it wasn't as high on my list of games that year, it definitely had great reviews. It was one of the highest reviewed games of that year, so it got mad nods and appreciation for what it was. And so I still think this one can capitalize on the success and the good reviews that the other one has. And and if anything from Xbox side can be a game of the year, I don't think Starfield's going to be, but I think this can do it. And so I'm just wondering where you at.
I don't think Starfield gonna make it. I
I
don't
think
think.
Starfield coming this year.
I
I think it's
don't.
coming.
I think Starfield. Well, okay. I was supposed to been going to find. Uh, but when what Bethesda game have we really tripped off of like that? What? Like, let's be
No,
honest here. What Bethesda game can you name that we really just? Oh my God! I know everybody talk about Fallout. I don't think people was tripping off Fallout. They played
Uh,
it.
I think people were.
Skyrim. Skyrim was the
Okay,
game that.
Skyrim.
Yeah,
Okay, I
Yeah.
give you that.
Skyrim was that game. Yeah, I agree.
Let me see if this thing happening. I turn my game off. It's only for y'all that I turn off a Lakers game. Well, let me not say Lakers, a LeBron game. Anyway,
There we go. That's
I'm
much
glad you.
better.
I'm glad you're honest.
okay. Keith, did you watch the video I sent? The barbershop talk.
Did I watch that video? I think I seen. I don't know.
You need to
I
watch
sent
it, man.
y'all. Oh, the LeBron. I think I've seen that before.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Here we go. LeBron versus Jordan.
No, you gotta watch to the end though. Watch to the end. You get why I said it.
I'll watch as soon as we get off here.
Okay. Let me see. Showcase 2023.
While we waiting on that, I want to give a shout out to my queen of Wakanda, Miss Angela Bassett,
Miss
for
Angela
coming through with the
Bassett.
Golden Globe. Was it a Golden Globe?
Yeah, Golden Globe. Yep.
Coming through first Marvel. Was she the first Marvel person character
First one to get, yeah, first one to get nominated, I think, to be honest.
So
nominated to win?
Yeah, that was mad dope.
I
so
can't
it has not been
think.
confirmed. So I was wrong on that. I thought I heard it was confirmed, but anyway.
Yeah, I heard it was a rumor. That's what I heard. And what I saw on Twitter, the Twitterverse.
Oh, I thought this was a commercial. I
Y'all
thought you was
ready?
playing.
You thought I was
I
playing a
I,
commercial?
I thought you
I
was playing a
did I
commercial.
did want to give another shout out. I did want to give a shout out to uh Hugh Key. I believe that's his name, and Miss Michelle Yeoh
Who's that?
for their wins. You say what?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
If anyone had a chance to see the amazing movie that was um what everything everywhere
Oh, I haven't seen
All
that
at
all at
yet.
one
once.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got that, man. I don't know, K-Bum. I got that
that
movie. I
that
watched that. Is
I don't know if you actually got the subcontext of that movie then,
I
because
got it.
that was one of the most amazing movies that I've seen. It was
I'm gonna have to watch it
amazing to me,
again. I'm gonna have to watch
bruh.
because it had a lot to do with the dynamic between the daughter and the mother, uh, and I guess how you internalize emotions
No,
and all that.
no, it was about not nihilism.
Yeah, I know.
It's about nihilism,
Nothingism.
and
Yeah.
and it was about I forgot the other term. It had some real deep theological, not
Right.
theological, but feel like some real,
Mental.
yeah, yeah, the theological themes behind it, right?
Right.
And it was wrapped in this casing of this mother daughter struggle, but it was wrapped in this casing, but it was a
It was
very
layered. It was a
very
lot of
deep,
layers.
very deep conversation that was trying to be had here, and I thought it was absolutely amazing. So I'm ecstatic that the Michelle Yeoh won best supporting, the best lead female actress in a movie, and I believe it's Hugh Key, I think his name. He won. He used to be he was short round from Indiana Jones, and he was in the Goonies. And this is the
Okay.
first time
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
acted
Yeah.
in
He
like
was
30
the. He was
years.
the. He was
And
the. Was he the husband? No, he wasn't. Yeah, he was the husband.
he was the husband. He was the
Yeah.
husband, and he won an award for it. As a matter of fact, I just read that he did so good that Kevin Feige was so impressed by his performance that Kevin Feige himself called him and told him he got to be in the MCU. That
I can
Kevin
see
Feige
him being
himself
in.
called him.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, so he's going to be in the season 2 of Loki. So I'm mad proud that those two actually
Dang,
won an award.
this
So
game looks boring as heck. It looked like a Bethesda game. Boring.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know. It looks boring, but it's one of those games that has that depth. But oh, that frame rate. What is going on?
it's going to have depth. That is true. It's like the most
What you
dialogue in a
say?
game ever, or something like that. I'm hearing
That
it's
frame
something
rate.
crazy.
That frame rate.
Let me see if I can go. Well, it's only 1080p 60. Okay, so, but no, I don't know. I watched the movie again, K-Bone. I bought that actually. I got it. I watched it. And I watched it by myself, and it was dope. The action was dope, but it was aspects I just like, man, what in the heck is going on? But maybe I need to go watch it
I
and
I
hone in
I
a little
talked
bit more.
I talked to the wife for hours after this movie. We
With
talked
this,
for
oh,
hours
she
after
was
this
with you.
movie.
She was talking. She was engaging you.
Yeah, she likes
Okay.
the kind of that type of stuff. I get into the when it has layers and it gets deep and it get into philosophy and stuff like that. Because that's what the movie did. It got deep into philosophy,
Right.
and she sits there and talks to me because she enjoys that type of stuff too. Well, she probably enjoys it because I enjoy it, and so that's
Okay.
how we kind of engage with it. And so we talked for hours after this movie and the impact and what it was actually saying. So no, it's a deep movie, and I thought it was spectacular.
Okay. Well, I was laughing at it's not Sigourney Weaver, but what's her
Jamie
name?
Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis when their fingers turned to when their fingers was hot
Hot dog.
dogs. But
That was
anyway,
hilarious.
we got to get out of here because we pushing up on an hour and 40. We ain't trying to go no longer than that. Do y'all got any final words? Any shout outs? When we get out of here. Go ahead.
I've already shouted out the Queen. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Coming through. And that movie that I told you about, Level. I'm just gonna try to put everybody on. What was it called again? The America movie. You remember the name of it?
The what?
I can't think of it. The movie about America.
About
that I told you about.
Oh, Who We Are.
Who We Are.
That's
Man,
right.
That's good.
Check that documentary out. It's
on Netflix.
Man, it's on Netflix. It's eye opening.
Yes. Who We Are. I think is the story of America, something like that. But yeah, man, it's pretty dope. Yeah, when you sent that, said it something about how you pumped it up, had me like, okay, let me go check it out. I was submerged, man. I was totally engaged. He dealt with some subjects that I knew about, but the angle and the information he brought out about it, I had no clue that actually did it like that. You know, like with the Black Wall Street stuff. So, yeah, check that out. Who We Are. K-Bomb.
Yes,
Any final words?
No, I kind of gave some final words as well with Keith. So I was excited to be here. I will say I was looking forward to this the whole day. I was looking forward to it. So, and that's the truth, man. So I was happy to get a chance to chop it up with you boys. So I enjoyed myself.
Okay. Well, this was the Live and Level Gamers podcast. I shouts out to Alan Steed and all those that was over there in the comment section. We appreciate you guys jumping in with us on tonight. I didn't see who else was in there. There was a few people tuning in and watching. I appreciate all you guys. Make sure y'all stay safe and be blessed. And we will see y'all on the flip side. This is your boy Levelhead, and we're about to sign out. Till next time, deuces.